What's up, America? Neil here with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. So we get a lot it's kind of surprising to me, but a lot of people want to know about EDC. That's kind of a big topic. We get lots of questions on that. So obviously, for those that follow the channel, I'm a full-time law enforcement officer. But when I'm off duty, people want to know what do you carry. So I'm not super elaborate. I don't have super high-speed, low-drag stuff. I have pretty basic stuff. I tend to lose a lot of stuff. So I generally don't put a ton of money into certain things. There's certain areas that I feel have a higher value than others, and let's get into it. So first and foremost, I don't know really where to start here, but as far as our basic stuff, I obviously have a cell phone with a I like OtterBox, whatever. Pretty protective, and I'm pretty rough on equipment, so that's one of the deals. The three things that I almost always have, without exception, is going to be a source of light, some type of knife, and a firearm. So as far as lights go, they vary quite a bit. I've got thousands of lights, it seems, from testing and that kind of stuff. But this is the Olight, if you guys care. It's the M1T Raider. I really like this particular one because it's one of the few lights that Olight makes currently that has this big, I don't even know if they make this model anymore, but it's got the big button. And for me, if I'm going to use this as kind of a tactical light as well, I prefer the syringe or the cigar method, where I hold the gun and the light in my hand, and I use my palm to activate it. And so that's got a great big button that makes it very easy to do. One thing I've learned over the time I've had this over the years is as you can see, if I turn this on right now, it's not going to come on. And so I back a couple threads off so that it won't go off, because so many times I've had this in my pocket, and all of a sudden, if you guys use lights, you know what I'm talking about, especially these higher output lights, they get real hot, and all of a sudden you're like, what the heck's wrong with my pocket, right? And plus you're just wasting your battery. So I do that, and then I can turn it, and then obviously I have access to the light, and it's got a momentary feature and so forth. It's been a great light. I also have a stream light, I don't know, whatever the small one is, with the AA batteries. That thing is indestructible. I love that light as well. Not as tactical, if you will, because the rear button is a little protected. I like that style if I have a choice. So that's the light. Okay, I happen to have today, and as you guys know, I'm not a huge Glock guy, but I carry a Glock a lot. This is my actual duty weapon. It's a G45 if you care. I carry it because if I ever am involved in a shooting, provided I did what I was supposed to, this is an approved gun by the department, and when they take my gun, they take the duty gun, and so I'll get this back, or a version of it, whenever I'm cleared from work. So it kind of gives me another layer of protection. I also have legal insurance, and I think you all should as well, but nonetheless, I have a little department backing with this guy. I also, since we're talking about it, frequently carry my Canik Executive. I love this one. There's a great review that we did on this one if you guys want to check it out. A really phenomenal gun. I also, every department's a little different, but at ours you can qualify with off-duty guns. This is one of them, so I'd hate to miss this one for a while, but at least once again I have a little bit, if I carry a different gun and I used it, the department would be like, yeah, well, you use a different gun, so figure it out. Anyway, love the Executive. So that's another one that I kind of alternate here or there, but for the most part I carry the Glock one for the department reason. And since you want to know, this is the Tulster Holster. It is called the Oath. What I like about it, and pretty much all holsters since I've experienced the what do you want to call it, the wing, the spacer, whatever, that device that pushes against the belt to keep it really pressed up against your body. I like that. This has been a great holster. It's got a pretty stout clip. It's all metal, and hopefully I'm gonna put my thumb behind it so you can see that little piece there. It makes it almost like a complete loop, although it is a clip. I'm not a huge fan of clips, as you guys know. I like loops, but this is a pretty good kind of halfway. So Tulster holster, it's called the Oath. One of the other holsters I carry a lot is the Vedder holster. I think Vedder makes a fantastic product. As you noticed with my duty gun back there, I didn't have a light on it. If I'm carrying a light, the Vedder makes one with my, what is that light? That is a Olight Valkyrie Mini. Okay, not the new two. I don't have the latest hotness, the old one. and that holster is phenomenal. So if you guys are interested in that, Vedder holsters, they make a phenomenal holster on that. All right, talk about cutting implements. So this is the old standby. This is and I'll bring it up to the camera. This is actually the second, I believe second or third pocket clip, because they get loose over time, and you try to check them the best you can, but I get them from Spyderco. But I've had this knife for many years. It's been fantastic. I love Spyderco products. I have a Spyderco that I carry on my vest for work as well, a different model, the Para 4, I believe, light. It's all black. But this has been a great knife. The smoothness is how it opens on this one. It's not quite as flickable, I found, with the Delicas as some of their other models, like the Para that I have at work. It's like ball bearing smooth. But this has got a pretty decent steel. I'm not a blade snob per se, but this is VG10. It's been a great knife. I really like it. Delica 4, one hand open and close. Most importantly for me, from a practical purpose, functional purpose, if you will, is that it can be carried blade up, which is really important, so that when I pull this out, I can access the blade without having to turn my hand around and do a bunch of odd stuff. And so, Delica 4, Spyderco. All right, as far as blades are concerned as well, this is the K-Bar TDI knife. I think when it comes to defensive tools, this is by far one of the best on the planet, a fixed blade knife. This one is very fast to get at, and I don't use this for anything other than no utility purpose. I don't cut boxes or anything. This is only for self-defense purposes, and I keep it up front. It has a Kydex sheath on it with a front clip. Okay, pretty standard fare. I love this thing. I would probably use this before I would go to a gun in a realistic scenario, especially at close quarters. So, fixed blade knife. One of the other things I always holds all the gear together is a good belt, and I've been with Core now for years, it seems. This is their new gray color. I don't know if it shows up on film or not, but it's kind of a new gray. This is the nylon style. If you don't know anything about Core, look them up. K-O-R-E. Okay, they are. This is a legitimate gun belt. They also make some fashion belts, so make sure you're looking at the actual gun belt. But you cannot. This is super solid. There's a cord that runs inside there. You can't bend that. They've really beefed up these buckles now. In fact, there's a new version now that has screws in it. Nope, this is it. There you are. My bad. Screws in the back on top of the clamp, so there's no way this is coming out. Good positive lock on here. Quick release. Amazing belt. Then I have medical. So here's the deal, guys. You can carry a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'm wearing jeans, maybe I'm wearing like a BDU style pants like this. I don't always wear these, so everything that I try to take with me, I want to be able to carry with my jeans on, with just a t-shirt, or even, you know, shorts or whatever, with some pockets. So this is, again, essential stuff. If I'm going to do something, for example, if I was going to go hiking with the family, and we were going to be far away from, obviously, our vehicle or other people, and we're going to be in the woods or something, I'm going to dress accordingly. But this is kind of my EDC no matter what. If I was at a convenience store, this is what I'd have on me. All right? If I was driving 2 hours, this is what I have on me. So this is a SWAT T tourniquet. And if you're not familiar with that, it's not SWAT like Special Weapons and Tactics. This is stretch, wrap, and tuck. Some people love these, some people hate these. I don't really care. I like them. They're not ideal. First of all, they're not ideal, I repeat, for self-administered uses. So if I had if it was a lower extremity and I have 2 hands available, fine. But a cat T style tourniquet, I would recommend you guys carry one of those. At some point, I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I haven't yet. Our one of the instructors that we work with when we do the Stop the Bleed class that we do, he's got an ankle rig and keeps telling me about how great it is, and I agree I should get one at some point, but I haven't. But I carry this with me. So SWAT T, it's a big rubber band, and you wrap it around stuff really, really tight, and it stops the bleed, hopefully, right? Also, I like it because it's also can be used as a compression bandage, or even to wrap around. You had to make some type of splint of some sort. So it's just a multifaceted, multi-purpose medical device. I keep it in the bag. There's little tear spots all over. You can get it pretty much anywhere. And it's basically a big, thick rubber band. So SWAT T, easy, convenient. I always have it with me. I don't know why anybody really cares about this, but in all the EDC videos I see people talk about their keys and stuff. I don't know why. I have the only thing that's probably special or unique on my keys is a handcuff key. Okay? And so I guess we're going to get into the police, off-duty police specific stuff now. I keep these in the same spot I keep my stuff when I'm on duty, but I have a pair of these. I'm sure you know what those are. I carry this with me every day. This is my, obviously on the other side is my badge, and I carry this because if I'm ever involved in a situation, potentially a shooting or whatever, some type of felony in progress that I would ever get involved in, I don't want to be shot by my own brothers and sisters in blue. So that's the deal. I want to try to do the best I can to identify myself as a police officer, so that if I, again, got involved in something, you know, obviously this is not a huge, you know, uniform. It's going to be hard to see, but it's better than nothing. So I keep that with me as well. So one little bonus thing, I know it's about EDC. I'm not gonna lie and say I carry this with me everywhere, but as I said earlier, like if you're gonna go on a hiking trip or something like that, this is something I keep in my car. I have a pretty robust medical kit in my car, but on top of it, I throw this one on here. This is something very quick and fast, something I throw it on anytime I go to the range. It's got trauma shears in here. I'm not gonna go through this whole thing, I've already done it before, but it's got tourniquets and chest wounds and quick clot, bandages, all that kind of good stuff. So have that at least nearby, better than nothing. Again, I know it's not something I carry on my person every day, but it is something I think that is super important. Well, there you guys have it. This is an off-duty EDC, the stuff I carry pretty much every day. So a light, a gun, a knife, and a tourniquet, no matter where I go. Oh, I didn't even talk about it. As a bonus, I carry this G-Shock every day. I don't know. If G-Shock, I don't know how they're in business, to be honest with you. The Casio G-Shock watches are literally indestructible. I mean, I only replaced them because I just got tired of them. You cannot kill this watch. I never killed any G-Shocks. They're pretty indestructible. In fact, we might make a video just on things I found in my time of carrying stuff. Totally indestructible equipment. So this would definitely be on the list. So there you go. Other than that, that's about it, guys. Sunglasses, I always have these with me as well. These are M&P Smith & Wessons. They're pretty inexpensive. You can find them on Amazon. I tend to lose, Kim will tell you, I lose sunglasses a lot, so I don't spend a ton of money on them. They do have a ballistic rating on them, and they're great for blocking the sun. So, yeah. Cool. So that's everything I carry, you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. As always, you know where to find us here on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We put all our premium stuff on Patreon, and if you're watching this video, that means that I'm putting a video that you'll never see unless you're a Patreon member on Patreon. So until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.